Our topic for today is mastering the art of trading, and this is in the stock market now precisely. So, without wasting time, we'll go straight into Atlas portfolio accounts because we're going to be using the platform as a basis for our trading. So, I'll take us straight into that platform and we'll begin from there. Now, this is what the platform looks like by the time you open it. When I say Atlas Portfolio, you might see something like cititrader. They are also the one. So it's at cititrader Atlas Portfolio Limited. So let me say quickly that the stock market opens. If you see by the right corner here, you see that the stock market opens 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. every day, West African time. But trading begins by 10 a.m. and closes by 2:20. So if for any reason you want to trade on this platform, it means you have the opportunity to trade between 10 a.m. and 2:20 a.m. For those of us that already use these accounts, if you don't know how to fund your account, I will just mention that quickly. To fund your account, if you want to fund your account on Atlas, bank details must have been sent to your mail. So you send the money to that account using your CSCS and your CHN as your description. And in no time, you will get your fund in your on your dashboard. Now, this is what the dashboard looks like. So this is where you have the funds. Now, this account, I'm using it purposely because of this tutorial. So you can see that it's completely nothing is here. When you see 0%, nothing is on this portfolio now. So it's a fresh portfolio. And if you look at the current balance, this is 150. The available balance is also 150, which means that there is no trade, nothing on this account yet. If you notice from here, we have these three lines. When you click on these three lines, it's going to give you this drop down. On this drop down, we have various things listed there. I want to scroll up. So from here, you can see my reports, my list accounts, dashboard, certificates, payments, other payments we have with just everything like that. So as an investor, I just want us, after now, you can just go through everything we have here, but I'm going to be explaining a few of them. The rest of them, you can just go through afterwards. So let me explain a few. Now we have portfolio. Portfolio means that everything you have bought so far, every details about what you have. Now, if I click on portfolio, this is totally empty, not for any other reason, but just because I've not made any trade on this account yet, and I'm using this account just for this educational purpose. But by the time we buy today, by the time we make a purchase today, you see what this portfolio looks like. So let me continue by showing us the rest. Now we have withdrawal request. For withdrawal request, it means when you have funds in the account and you are ready to take out your funds, if you click on withdrawal request, if you want to withdraw, you just type the amounts of the money you want to withdraw here and you send. Let's say I want to withdraw. If I type 1,000 naira and I send, by the time I send, it's going to withdraw that amount back into my account. So when you have money in your Atlas portfolio account and you want to move the money into your bank account, all you need to do is come to, now let me close this again. All you need to do is come here, come to withdrawal request, then from there, you click on there, type the amount you want to withdraw and send. But we are not withdrawing anything today. I'm just helping us. I'm just teaching us how to do all of these things. But today, what we really want to look at is how to buy and how to sell. And the things that will be important to us today will be this buy order or sell order. If you really want to use it, I don't really use it from there. I will show you how I use it. But if you want to place a buy, you can place from here. If you want to place a sell order, you can also place from here. So what do you need now as a trader? When I'm saying trader, I know we are investors, but I mean on that day you are buying, you're actually trading that day. So it's when you leave it for a long time that it becomes investment. And even investment comes from the mind. You are the one who knows that I'm leaving this thing for investment purposes. So what you do on daily basis is trading. You are buying and selling. So what we are doing today is trading. We are trying to trade, trying to pick best prices, checking the bids and checking the offer. So let's go. Now, what is going to be useful for me now is market view. So when you see this market view, I want to know what is happening currently in the market. I want to see what is happening currently in the market. So I'm going to keep this market view opened. Now, this is the market view. I'm going to go back. Another thing that will be useful for me also as a trader is I want to check the trades so far. Look at this. I am this line. It says trade. I want to look at the trades so far. How many trades have gone that day? What are people buying? What prices are they buying? So that I can know how to also bargain myself. So I'm going to be needing the market view, which I already opened. I'm also going to be needing the trades. So I'll open this. This is trades. So let me take it from market view. So market view gives you a total view of what is going on currently in the market. Now, if you look at these two boxes, the blue box, you see this blue box, that is the bid side of the market. If you look at the pink side, that is the offer side of the market. Now, when I say bid, for the blue part, when I say bid, what does bid really mean? Bid means that those that want to buy, they have placed the price they want to buy that particular stock. So all their offers will be on this blue side. For the pink side, that's for offers. Offers means those that want to sell. So you see how much they are selling, the quantity they are selling, how many people are selling, total of everyone that wants to sell, it will be on the side. So we're going to go into it. So I was saying earlier that, let's say for instance, I was talking about sticker symbol. So let's say you're looking for Jai's Bank. All you need to do is come to this, let me click out first. Come to this place where you have symbol, type what you are looking for, Jaiz. It has brought Jai's Bank to you. Click on Jai's Bank, then search, click on the icon, then it brings you straight to where you have Jai's Bank. Now, this place where you have Jai's Bank now, what can you notice? You see that this is the current price of Jai's Bank, 4 naira 41 kobo. If you look at this, it says the last price. This is the last price someone bought it in the market. Weighted average. Now, weighted average is talking about if you total everything everyone has bought so far, divided by the number of people that have bought, the number of units people have bought, this is the weighted average. The last quantity the last person bought is 1,053. How many trades have gone on today? 48 trades have happened. This is the volume of what has been traded so far. This is the value of what has traded so far. This is their price the market opened, and it's still the current price. This is the reference price. This is the price the market opens. If you scroll to the end, you will also see other prices. This is the previous day's price. This is the change, that's the percentage change. And if you scroll to the end, you see that Jai's Bank at some point had already gotten to 5 naira 50 kobo within the last 1 year. And the lowest it has been in the last 52 weeks also is, that's, I mean, the current market price is also 3 naira 80 kobo. So that's that about the line. Just talking about, I'm just trying to explain when you see these columns, what it means. Now, how do you buy? How do you sell? How do you bid? So let's see. If you click on this icon that looks like a drop down, you will see, the other time I was saying that I don't buy from here. I was telling you that I don't place my buy order or my sell order from here because I place it from another place. So this is where I place my buy and sell order. So once I just go to the particular stock, the particular company I want to buy, you click on this. So if you are buying, you click on buy. If you are selling, you click on sell. But before you buy and sell, you want to know what is going on in the market so that you know what you actually want to buy and what you actually want to sell. So to do that, all you need to do is come to this drop down of this Jai's Bank. When you click on the drop down, is to give you the market order. So the market order shows you everything that is happening in the market as touching Jai's Bank. So it says by order or by price. Now let's explain, what does by order mean? Let's click on buy order. So when it says buy order, I'll be waiting for that to scroll. While I'm waiting for that to come up, if you look at this side, okay, it's house bows. Let me quickly show you this side. If you look at this side, that's to this right extreme. It's showing you everything that is happening in the market. Different things people are buying and selling. FCMB, ICO, Ella Lakes, Honeywell. This is the prices they are buying. This is the quantities they are buying. This is the time they are buying. This change means that if you see minus, that means people are buying below the current market price. If you see green, it means they are buying above the current market price. So this is the activity. You can see that people are buying different stocks in the market, different prices, different quantity. So this is what is going on, and this is the time. That is why it's real time. Can you see the time now? Can you see that this is a real time? So it's just as it's happening, and you are seeing what is going on currently in the market. So let me come back to our blue and pink side. I told you, don't forget, I told you our blue side is what? Our blue side is the bid side, which means for the buyers. Our pink side is a sell, is the offer, which means for the sellers. So let's see what we have here now. Now, what can we see in the market? If you look at what we have here, we have total order quantity as 7,400,330. If you look at this side, that's the offer side. Those who want to sell 1,285,829 units. This is units, total units people want to sell. This is the total units people want to buy. Now, before I came here, I told you that I was trying to let you know what buy order means. So I'll explain that. I won't go ahead of myself. I explain what buy order means. Buy order means that you want to see what each individual is ordering. You don't want to see it cumbersome. You don't want to see it collected. You want to see individual order in the market. Now it means that the first person is ordering 10,600 units of Jahiz, and is offering, he wants to buy at 4 naira 45 kobo. That's the maximum amount this person wants to buy. The second person wants to buy 5,000 units at 4 naira 43 kobo, and the list goes on until you have the 109th person. So you see that this bracket shows you the number of people that want to buy. That's, we have 109 people who are interested in Jai's bag as we speak. Just about 17 minutes into the market, 109 people are already interested in it. Now, they are interested in 7.4,370,000. If you come to the offer side, you see that just 8 people want to sell. Only 8 people want to sell, and they want to sell to the unit of 1,285,829. So this is what buy order means. Buy order shows you individual order of each person who is ready to buy. But what does, now let's look at the other one. You know, we have to, when we came to market orders, we saw buy order and buy price. Let's see what we have in buy price. So when you come to buy price, by price shows you now, okay, we have more quantities in the market now. You see that when we look at this, it has refreshed. Initially, we had 109 people who wanted to buy. Now it has increased from 109 to 113. But one person has sold from here. 10 people wanted to sell. It has reduced from 10 now to what? It has reduced to 9. So you see that there's a lot of pressure, but I won't go ahead of myself, like I also said. Now, the last time we came into the market, we saw someone who wanted to buy 10,600 at 4 naira 45 kobo. This person must have been sold to up to 700 units. So his remaining unit is 9,900 as against the initial 10,600. Please, if for any reason you don't get me, let me know in the comment section so that I can go back, because I need us to get it. The reason I'm doing this is because I want you to understand. So there's no point sitting here if I'm saying this and you don't understand. So please feel free to take me back if for any reason you don't understand what I'm saying. Now, after this person placed an order, somebody else felt like, I want to get sold to right now. So he felt like, okay, let me come above this person. Let me bid at 4 naira 46 kobo. And that person came up with 4 naira 71 kobo. So that is why we have this up to 113 people. You now see that the difference between buy order and buy market, buy, okay, now that's buy order and by price. By price, you only show you, okay, one person is buying at the price. Everybody that wants to buy at 4 naira 41 kobo is 25 people. So this is showing you that 25 people are interested in this particular stock at the same price. 2 people are interested at 4 naira 42 kobo. 13 people are interested at 4 naira 39 kobo. So this is giving you information of what is going on in the market. But for me, many times I prefer to use by order. And the reason I prefer, oh sorry, I'm going ahead of myself. And the reason I prefer to use by order is because I get to see the number of people, I get to see it individually, and I prefer this. So now let's make some quick decision. Can you see what is going on currently in the market now? Can you see that the bid is increasing? We have 115 people at 8,430,000 plus units. Now this is units. Now, just remaining 1.3 million, just 7 people want to sell. So let's now talk about this. What does this tell you as an investor? When you come into the market, you really want to buy Jaiz Bank, you really want to buy the current, don't forget the current market price is 4 naira 41 kobo. The highest bidder is bidding at is saying, okay, I don't want to buy above 4 naira 40. Okay, can we see what is going on? Let me refresh quickly. I think somebody has been sold to. Now, keep increasing. We have over 9 million. Those that wanted to buy at 4 naira 74 kobo, they have been sold to. So we are back to 4 naira 42 kobo. So this person is saying, I don't want to buy above 4 naira 42 kobo. Everybody that wants to sell is saying, I don't want to sell below 48 kobo. So what happens? How do you make your decision as a trader or as an investor? Now, when you look at this volume, it tells you that there's a pressure in the markets. When, just like the law of demand and supply, when there is so much demand, what happens? The price increases. When there is so much supply, the price reduces. So now, since there is so much buyers, everyone that wants to sell can say that there is a buying pressure in the market. So many people want to buy these units of Jaiz Bank. Don't forget the price it closed yesterday was 4 naira 41 kobo. It's closed yesterday as 4 naira 41 kobo. But now, let me show you something very quickly. I'm moving to market trades now. You know, these are the two things I open. I open market view, show you what is happening in markets. Let's see what prices people have been buying this particular stock today. Let's see what has happened in the trade in Jaiz Bank today. Let's go to trades. When you click on trades, this trade shows you everything people have bought, the quantity they have bought, the value, the total value it equates to. If they bought higher than the market price or they bought lower than the market price. When you see red, it means they are buying lower than the market price. When you see green, it means they are buying above the market price. And this is the time they traded, which could also be useful for you. But because I want to streamline my search now to Jaiz Bank, so what I'm just going to do is I will come to this box. Oh, this is loading. I will just wait for this to load. I hope this network favors us today. Okay, so I'll come to this box and I will click Jaiz, ticker symbol. The moment I wrote JH, it already gave me Jaiz. So I click on this. I click on this inverted triangle and it gives me the search. So this is how much people are bought today. So let me scroll down. What happened? Immediately the market opened. Let's see. So this was when the market opened 10 a.m. Can you see how people were already waiting for the market to open at 10 a.m.? So the market started, people started buying immediately as 4 naira 75 kobo. The same stock that closed yesterday at 4 naira 41 kobo. People started buying at 4 naira 74 kobo, down to 4 naira 71, 4 naira 69, and on and on. So these are the prices people have bought so far in the market. So this can also help you to make a decision that, okay, everybody that bought today, they have bought above the market price, which means that there's tendency that people are not willing to sell below. So, but we can see that somebody was able to get this at 4 naira 42 kobo. Okay, let's keep going on. Then it's back to 480 and 479. So let's go back to market view. How do you now make a decision? I'm going to refresh this now. When you come back here, you can see that nobody is ready to go above 4 naira 47 as we speak presently. And if you come here too, no one is ready to go below 4 naira 79 as we speak presently. So as an investor, as a trader, what do you do? If you really feel like you want that stock at all costs, now let me explain how these bids and offer happens. If let's take a look at this person that wants to buy at 4 naira 41 kobo 2,000 units. Now for this person is possible this person has entered the market at 10 a.m. But the way you get sold to is that if anybody comes and bids at a price higher than you, the person comes above you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me take it again. If someone comes into the market and bids a price above you, the person higher than their own price, the person comes above you. So if you were number one, 4 naira 47 kobo, and somebody came to place an order at 4 naira 48 kobo, the person becomes number one. This is 4 naira 43 kobo. If I place a bid now at 4 naira 42 kobo, I will become number six. So it means that I will be between this current number five and current number six. If I want to get sold to immediately, I can come here and place a bid for 4 naira 48 kobo. But as somebody like me, I feel like, we have people that still, okay, this is 1 million, 1.3 million bids offers in the market. Somebody wants to sell at 4 naira 74 for 79 kobo, 4 naira 74. If I look at this, up to 770 units is still going to go for 4 naira 80 kobo, 4 naira 79 kobo. Who knows? These people could just change their mind and feel like, okay, let me take it at the current bid price. So I'll come here and check. Okay, if they sell to this person, I might just be fortunate to get sold to if I place a little bit. But my challenge with this now, let's take a close look. Somebody wants to buy 480,000 units at 4 naira 44 kobo. Let's say for me, I just want to buy 20,000 units. Now, because I have somebody that wants to buy 480,000 units, I might be thinking that, what if I don't get sold to? I want to get sold to before this 480,000 gets sold to. Not for any other reason, but just because I feel like, what if these people don't come down on their price? What if this one doesn't get sold to totally? Anybody below this will also not get sold to. So I might just feel like, okay, let me place a bid at 4 naira 45 kobo. Let me show us how to place a bid now. I'll just come here. Let's place a bid. Now we are buying. Let me click on buy. So the current market price is 41 naira, but it's obvious that at the moment I might not get it at 4 naira 41 easily. I said easily. It's not impossible that you get it, but I might not be able to get it easily. So I'll come here and write 4 naira 45 kobo. Quantity, because it's a tutorial, let me write one. Now, this is the way to buy. I'm showing us how to buy. Don't forget, the initial price was what? 4 naira 41 kobo. I had to change it to 4 naira 45 kobo because if I don't place it above, I might not get it to buy. So just one and I submit. When I did that, if you look at these two icons, we have markets and we have orders. This is market. This is what is showing you everything that is going on in the market. When you come to orders show you what you have ordered for. So what I bought now I've not bought this. It means I've placed an order for it. I placed an order for Jais Bank, one quantity at 4 naira 45 kobo. So if I go back to the market, how do I locate myself in this market? To locate myself, what I need to do is refresh this icon that looks like an arrow. You'll see that there's one that looks like is bold. This one that looks like is bold, that means this is you in the market. So you can always find yourself in the market. You are not lost. You are not always lost in the market. You can always find yourself. So this is me in the market. But do you know what happened? The same time I was trying to place my order at 4 naira 45 kobo, somebody else already placed another at 4 naira 45 kobo, and the person did faster than I did. So because the person's bid came in faster than I did, I had to come just below that person. So that is how it works. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because I wanted to get ahead of this person that is placing a bid at 448,000, 480,000. I want to place a bid above this person. That was why I placed 4 naira 45 kobo. But buying in the market is also not is not okay. Thank you. If you are buying in the market, it could take a bit of patience. And now I place a bid there. If I feel like, okay, I would rather wait for this person to be totally sold to, I think a fair price for me is still the current price, which is 4 naira 41 kobo. But if I look at everybody that has placed a bid at 4 naira 41 kobo, now let's look at it. That's where this one becomes important. Let's come back. Come to market order. Let's say by price. Let's show by price. So look at the number of people that placed the bid at 4 naira 41 kobo. 28 people, totaling 64,787 units. So that means if I want to, sorry, 161,652, which means if I want to place a bid at 4 naira 41 kobo, I'll be the 29th person. If all those people don't get sold to, I will not also be sold to. So what I can do in this situation is just place a bid at 4 naira 42 kobo so that I can be ahead of every one of them. Now, how do you know how you are going to be ahead of every one of them? Let me come back to Jai's Bank again. Let's come back to market order. Click by order. So if I go to 4 naira 41 kobo, we have 132 want to buy. Can you see that there's a lot of buying pressure? People are really interested. More people are interested in buying than they are interested in selling. So it means people who hold Jai's bag, they feel like this is a solid stock. I'm not letting it go. And more people want to buy because they have seen the value in it. So if you look at the number of people at 4 naira 41 kobo, you see that this is 39. That means if you are placing a bid at 4 naira 41 kobo, you'll be the 40th person. And who knows, you may get sold to, and you may not get sold to. But if you put a bid at 4 naira 42 kobo, you'll just be the 10th person. So it means after 4 naira 43 kobo has been sold to, you get sold to. Let me refresh and see if there's any new thing in the market. So somebody, can you see somebody is coming to place a bid at 4 naira 70 kobo? Why? Because this person feels like, I just want to get sold to at all cost. I want to be the first person to be sold to. Now, having said that, there's something we call match buying. Let's say, for instance, I feel like, okay, this is 479, 480. This is the prices people are willing to sell, and I'm willing to buy at that price. Okay, maybe I should use another. Okay, I'll use another stock. Don't let me stick to just Jais. So this is just an explanation on how to bid. Okay, I'll teach us how to sell. Okay, I don't have anything to sell, but I can just explain how to sell because this is a fresh account. So there's nothing in the portfolio yet, so I can't sell. But we'll come back to this. This shows that your order is still pending. When it changes to green, it means that you have been sold to. So we'll come back to that. So let me look at now. I believe we understand. Please let I want our comments in the section. I believe that we understand this very well. When we have more buyers in the market, it forces the price up. When we have more sellers in the market, it forces the price down. So this is showing you now that we have more buyers in the market, 113 people wanting to buy 10 million units plus, but only 2 million units plus 10 people are willing to sell. So with this, it shows you that prices will continue to move up. Until this pressure goes down, this price will continue to go up. So what we see that in the market, it's possible that we still have Jais rallying high for a bit of time. Okay, so let's look at another stock now. Let's take a look at, let's say, Boa Cement. Let's take a look at this. So when you're looking for anything in the market, all you need to do is just come and type it here. It's going to bring out the ticker symbol. You click on the ticker symbol and you search. So let's look at what is happening in Boa Cement now. We have Boa Cement. Last price was 151 naira 80 kobo, which is this is the current price, and this is the same price it closed yesterday. But how much are people buying in the market? Yes, I think this is going to give me what I want. People are buying at 146 naira. The weighted average is 145 naira. The last quantity sold, and like that, I've explained this earlier. Now, let's see what is going on in the market with Boa Cement. Can you see that people are buying Boa Cement lesser than the current price? Why is this so? Let's take a look. Okay, this is what we have. So let's take a look at Boa Cement. Now, 62 people are ready to buy 1 million plus units. 72 people are ready to sell 862,000 units. If you compare the initial 10 million units and 2 million units we had, you see that for Jais, we had a lot of pressure from buyers. The buyers really wanted to buy. But if you look at this, there's not much pressure between the buyers and the sellers. Can you see what we have here? There's no much pressure. This is just about less than 200,000 units. And even more people are willing to sell. Only 62 people are willing to buy, 72 people are willing to sell. So there's no much pressure in the markets for Boa cement. So we can see that while these ones want to sell for 146, these ones are saying they want to buy at 154. Of which the current market price is 151 naira. So everything is even below the current market price. So how do you place a bid? How do you know how much to buy? If you look at this now, 862, 62,000, 1 million plus. Now to place an order, this is 144, 144. Just come down, check the total units people are buying. Now this is 61,000 units. This person is bidding at 139, which means that the moment up to 61,360 units are sold to, this number 90th person can get sold to. So that tells me something. Let's go to the trades. Let's look at the trades now. Let's check Boa cement. How much have people bought Boa cement in the markets today? Let's see Boa cement. How much have people bought Boa cement today? Let's start from when the market opened. So when the market opened, people bought 146, 145. Okay, let's move. People bought 145, 143. So some people have been able to buy as low as 143. So that tells me that it's not impossible for me to still get a 143 today if I place a bid. So we have seen people buy at 143, despite that some people bought at 146. Currently, people are buying at 146. So if you come back into the market now, let's refresh this. So people have been able to buy at 143 today. People have bought 146, but nobody is even willing to buy above 144 now, which means that there might be a pressure from the sellers to sell below this price because nobody is willing to buy above this price. But if I'm to place a bid, 1,000 units, I believe that 1,000 units is something that can be cleared up easily. 679 units is something that can be cleared up easily. 9,900 units is something that can be cleared up easily. 297 easy, 70 easy, 2008. So when I look at all these bids people have placed, this is the total bid, which is a cumulative of what you have here. So if I come down now, looking at this is more like the biggest bid. I feel like, okay, I don't want this person to buy before me. I might want to buy before this person. This person has placed a bid at 139 naira. So for me, what I would just do is, since the person has placed a bid at 139 naira, I'm going to place my bid at 139 naira 10 kobo. If I place a bid at 139 naira 10 kobo, it places me above this person, and which means that the moment 65,460 units have been sold, I may be lucky to get sold to at 139 naira. So as an investor, as a trader, what do I do? Now as a trader, what do you do? Set your price a little below, a little above this 139 naira. So I'm going to be doing that right now. I'm coming here. Let me show us how to buy again. Come to Boa Cement, click buy. The current price is 154 naira. Now, let me show you the advantage of using a real-time trade. Now, for those that are using app, how much do you think they will be buying one Boa cement today? Let me see in the comment section. For those that are using app, how much would they be buying Boa cement today? Let me see your comments. Let me see in the comment section. Yesterday's price, which is how much? Which is 151 naira 80 kobo. So this is the difference between using an app and using a real-time platform. Now, somebody that is using an app will just go ahead and buy at 151 naira 80 kobo. But for you that you have seen the bids and offer in the market, you can place your bid at 139 naira now. So you are placing a bid at 139 10 kobo. That places you above the person that has bought 139 20 kobo. So I'm submitting this now. Okay. Okay, good. Now, can you see what happened? Immediately, I did 151. Did I do 151? Let's see. Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't change my price. Now, okay, this is where I love that this is happening. Can you see that? Immediately, I did 151.80 kobo. A sharpshooter in the market. Unfortunately for me, I didn't know that I didn't change the price in the market. I thought I had changed this price to 139 naira. Unfortunately, I didn't change the price. So what happened? Somebody just sold to me at that price because this is an advantage to that person. So somebody just sold this immediately. So now it shows you that when you buy, it changes to green. When you're on the queue, it still remains yellow. So when this changes to green, it means that your order has been filled. So this shows that this order has been filled. But unfortunately, I didn't change this price. I thought I had changed this price to 139 and I didn't change. But I believe that you understand what I'm saying. So if I wanted to be on the queue, I will come back here, Bois Cement, click on buy, change this to 139, 139.10. How many units? One. Then submit. Okay, so can you see what we have now? It means that this my order is on queue. Is on queue for 139 naira 10 kobo. But the other time that I made a mistake and I bought, so if you were using a app now and you are trying to buy at 151 naira 80 kobo, you just see that your app got filled immediately. While others are buying far below the market price, you will be buying at the current market price. And what does that show you in the portfolio? Let me come to the portfolio. Let's refresh this. So you see that buying Bois cement already at 151 at the current market price is already giving me minus 15%. Why? Because the brokers themselves, they have charged their own costs with this. So it's already giving me minus 15% just for buying at the market price. So the reason why you want to earn below the market price sometimes also is because you want to be in profit just when you buy. But that doesn't happen all the time. If you see a good stock, even if it's above the market price, sometimes you also go for it. You want to buy. Okay, so let me come back to our market now. So I just placed another order at 139. Let me find myself in the market. Okay. So this is me in the market. Can you see now that when I placed that order at 139 naira, I came above this person that is 90,000 units. So all I just need to do is, if I'm not in a hurry to get Boa cement, I will just wait, leave this in the market till 220 when the market will close. If I have the time as a trader, I can keep checking from time to time, because it's possible that all these people get sold to, and maybe the next person to be sold to is what is I'm the next person to be sold to. If I feel like, oh, I want to change the price, I want to come a little below, I can change the price. But for me, I just feel like, since this person is buying 90,000 units, if I don't buy ahead of this one, I might just miss out on the opportunity to buy today. So I'll stick with this 139 naira 10 kobo, and most likely, just because there are only 74,000 units to be sold for me to get sold to, I might just want to wait. Who knows? Out of 914 units to be sold, it doesn't take so much for 74,000 units to get sold to. So I just believe that it's possible I get Boa cement at 139 naira 10 kobo. Now, if people are coming into the market, most likely anybody that wants to get sold to immediately will want to come in at 141 naira, maybe 20 kobo. Now, if you look at 141 20 kobo and 139 10 kobo, you see that we already have about 5 naira difference. If I'm buying 100,000 units, that's 5 times 100,000. That's 500,000 already. Why? Just because I'm not placing a good bargain. So it means that if I'm not placing a good bargain, I might be losing on little amounts. But at the other hand, also, sometimes, especially when you're on long term, if you see that is a good buy, you might just want to buy whatever you want to buy and relax. Even if you're minus that day, in a matter of time, your stock will do well. Once you are choosing a good stock, in a matter of time, you'll be out of that already. Okay, so that's so yeah. So when you have placed an order and you want to cancel the order, let's say for instance, when I placed this order at 151.18 naira and I felt like, oh, I've made a mistake and nobody had bought, how do I change it? I'll use this Boa cement now to teach you that. So can we change our order? When you have placed an order, can you cancel your order? Yes, you can cancel your order. Can you adjust your order? Yes, you can adjust your order. So if I want to adjust my order, you come to this thing that looks like a keyboard, click on it, it shows you replace. So if I want to replace this order, let's say I want to change it to 125. I want to change this to 125. I can just come here, change to 125 and replace. So it means that I've replaced my order. So if you have placed an order and you feel like that price was not satisfactory, maybe you place an order below the market price and you realize, oh, I won't get sold to at this price. You can go back to that, change it, increase the price. If you want to reduce the price, you can go there, change it and reduce the price. Okay, it's rejecting this. Okay, let me. Okay, now when I did this, it rejected it. The reason it rejected it is because I'm trying to place a bid at a price that the market cannot accept. What do I mean by that? If the current market price is 151 naira, now in the market, you can only place a bid either 10% higher or 10% lower in the market. So if a price is 151 naira, 10% is 15 naira. It means that if you had 15 to 151, you have 167. The highest you can bid is 167, and the lowest you can bid is 136. So it means in the market every day, the Nigerian stock market is well regulated. You cannot lose more than 10% in a day, and you cannot gain more than 10% in a day. So it reduces the volatility in the markets. So now I place at 125 is not possible. Why? Because I can only buy 10% below if I can only place an order at 10% below if at all I want to place an order. So it means the minimum I can buy is 136 naira. So I'm going to go back and replace my order again. I'm going to come here. I'm going to change this to, let's say, 137. I'm just teaching us how to replace our order. So come here and click on replace. So can we see that it has replaced this order? So I'm liking it that we have different colors here, showing us that this yellow is a pending order, the green is a filled order, the deep brown is a rejected order, the light brown is a replaced order. Now let's see what does a cancelled order looks like. So let me go ahead and let's cancel. Let's look for something to cancel. So you see what a cancelled order looks like. Okay, so let me cancel Bois Cement also. How do I cancel? Let me come back here. So if you have placed an order and you feel like, oh, I'm no longer buying this stock, I want to cancel this to buy another stock. This icon, you have this red one that has this star, just come here, click on it. It's asking you, are you sure you want to cancel your order? Yes, I want to cancel my order. Then you click on cancel. So when you cancel, you have red. Now I'm liking that we have all these colors. You've seen what the light brown looks like, which was replaced. Now, there's one other color that I may not be able to show you before we close, and which is a light green, a lemon green. A lemon green shows you that your order has been partially filled. So it's possible that you're trying to buy a stock. While you're trying to buy it, somebody might be in the market who is selling at that price, but is not ready to buy up to the units you are willing to, is not ready to sell up to the units you are willing to buy. So if you are ready to buy, let's say 50,000 units, somebody wants to sell 20,000 units at the same price. Your 20,000 naira units, you will be able to buy 20,000 out of your 50,000. Then you have to wait until somebody else is willing to sell to you at that price before your order gets filled totally. So when you see a lemon green line, it shows you that your order has been filled partially. If till the end of the day, that's 2:20 p.m., if nobody is willing to sell at that price, or if somebody places an offer, a bid above your own price, then you remain pending until all those people are sold to and you come back to also be sold to. But if for any reason nobody is willing to sell again at that price, it means out of your 50,000 units, only 20,000 units will be sold to, and you have your 30,000 units unsold, you may have to place a bid again the following day. So let me come back. So we have let me see. Okay, so I will stick to this again. And so how do you match by? Let me teach us how to mark by. Let's go back to Jais. So how do you match by? There's something we call match by. Match by means you came to the market, you saw the price, and you feel like, okay, I'm okay with this price. Okay, this is a match buy means you came to the market, you saw the price, and you're okay at that price, and you want to buy at that price. So you might just go ahead instead of being on the queue. You can buy or you can sell. I'm waiting for this to go through. Okay, yeah, okay, good. So let's see this. Okay, so we are back to Jais. Look at the pressure in Jais 4 naira 58 kobo. Somebody now is willing to sell at 4 naira 70 kobo. So most likely this will soon get totally filled now. So how do you match buy? For somebody like me, let's say I've come into the market, these people are willing to buy at 4 naira 58 kobo. But when I saw that nobody is selling below 4 naira 70 kobo, if you look at the gap between 4 naira 70 kobo and 4 naira 79 kobo, I might just feel like, what if I don't get sold to? So I feel like, okay, 4 naira 70 kobo is not bad. After all, some people have bought above 470 today. So okay, I can just, okay, let me come here, click on this, then you click match buy. Now another time when this is useful for you, I'll close this first. Another time when this is useful for you is when you sight an opportunity in the market and someone wants to sell at a very ridiculous price. There are some people that don't even know that maybe somebody needs money urgently, maybe there's a loved one in the hospital that is sick, and they just want to sell that stock very quickly. They want to get the money out. So people can come to the market sometimes with ridiculous prices. If you size such opportunity, instead of waiting to place a bid for that price, all you need to do is just come here, click on it, right click, click on match buy. How many units of it do you want to buy? This person wants to sell 278,000 units. Let's say I want to buy one. Just come here, click on one, 470 kobo, submit. So it means that immediately you submit, you will be sold to immediately because you are match buying. Can you see that this order was filled immediately? You are picking the person directly and buying from the person directly. So that is what match buying means. Now, I've talked so much about buying. How do you sell? Because either as a seller or as a buyer, most times when you are negotiating in favor of yourself. Everything I've said has been in favor of you as a buyer. But what if you want to sell? How do you also sell? Let's say, for instance, these people that are selling now, we have 470, 479. I won't want to sell if it's not an emergency, and I'll come and place a bid of an offer of 470. Except that it's an emergency, and I feel like I want to sell this thing very quickly. And the reason I may want to sell very quickly is because I feel like, okay, maybe the bids are not much. Maybe there's not so many buyers in the market. Let me see if we have a stock that people are rushing. Is there any stock that people are rushing at the moment? Let me see. Maybe I can use that as let me see what is going on in the market and use that. Okay, let's go to trades. The trades will show me what is going on in the market. I want to pick a stock that is that people are buying above market price. So maybe that stock can have um, higher volumes of offer than higher volumes of bids. So I'm trying to pick a stock now. Please let me know in the comment section if you are following and if you're getting me. So here we go. I've told you that when you see green, it means people are buying above the market price. When you see red, it means they are buying below the market price. So what this shows you, when you are seeing green and red, it shows you that currently, generally in the market, there's profit activities. It means it's a buying opportunity in the market because most stocks are being sold below the market price. Let me just use, let me try name. Let's see what is going on with name. If it's above, okay, some people have been able to buy above. So let's go back to market view. Let me see what is going on. So let's come here, ticker symbol name. Then okay, so yeah, now okay. So if you see here now, the last market price for this was 28 naira 90 kobo, and this the closing price, that's the current market price, 28 naira 90 kobo. But people are buying, the last person that bought at 31. So let's see what is going on in that stock. Okay, so with this, oh, okay, so with this, we have more buyers also, we have lesser sellers. I'm looking for a situation where we have more sellers and lesser buyers. Okay, but not to worry, I'll just stick to this. So now if you look at this, we also have 36 people who wants to buy to the tune of 1 million plus, only 197 wants to be sold. So what does this tell you? Something is cooking in this particular stock. It means that people have seen the value in this stock and they are ready to take it. Now, you as a seller, okay, this is even useful for me. You as a seller, if I see that so many people wants to buy, but those of us that want to sell, we are minimal. What does that tell me? It tells me that I can sell at a very good price because more people in the market want to buy. So for me, I will not come and sell at 31 naira because I feel like I can still get sold. I can still sell at 31 naira 50 kobo, 31 naira 60 kobo. I can even still place my bid, sell at 31 naira 75 kobo. Why? Because I feel like so many people is to still take all these people can still consume all of these units. We are just four. So if I come here, I'm the fifth person out of 36 people who wants to buy. 1 million plus units to be sold and to be bought, less than 200 units to be sold. So I can decide that if I want to sell, I want to sell well and I want to sell higher. So I'll come here, place my bid at 31 and 70 kobo. And when all these four people get sold to, I also get sold to, and at a good price. Now that's because I'm the seller. So as the seller, I want to sell well. As a buyer, I also want to buy the cheapest I can buy. As a seller, I want to sell the highest I can sell. That's where my profit is. Do we understand? So that's the way to make our bids and offer. So before we round off, it's almost 1 hour. We have 1 minute to 1 hour. So before we round off, let me know if we have questions so that I can take our questions. Let's see. Okay, let's come back to the dashboard. You see from the dashboard now that what I now bought, this is what I bought now. If you look at equity, it's telling me that 97.18%. This now is showing the total value of what I've bought so far. It's telling me that I have two opened offer. I have two filled. The two filled is the Jais and the cement that I bought. It means I still have two opened, one rejected, one cancelled. This is how much I've used to buy today. Okay, bought 150.60. Let's check my portfolio. Okay. I've bought above this. I guess this is a mistake. What I bought is above 150. So I don't know why I have 150 here. So this is how much is left in my account. What I bought so far today is 194 naira 50 kobo. This is the total amount I had before the market started. This is how much I have left now. So let me know, do we understand how to place our bids and offer now? Let me see us in the comment section. Oh, I understand the bid and offer process. Yes. So that's just how to place bids and how to make offer. So you can actually buy below the market price in the markets, just like I showed you the other time. Now look at USC here now. If you look at the activity in USC, you see that the pressure is like a medium pressure. 865 units to be bought, 986 units to be sold. So there's no pressure either from the buyers or from the sellers. So if you want to place a bid for USCN now, what do? Instead of placing in an higher bid, now I checked the market rates. How much have people bought this today in the market? Those that entered the market early this morning, they bought 79.85, 79.85 kobo. Now, how much are other people buying now? People are buying as low as 73 naira 70 kobo. If you look at the rest of the market, how much are people bought? We have 73.70. Okay, let's see if there's a lesser price. We have 73.70. Okay. So this shows you that when the market opened, there was a pressure from buyers. There were no much sellers, which made the price to go up. Immediately, we had more offers in the market. The prices began to reduce. So for those that entered the market, they bought higher. Now look at what we have in just 33 minutes into the market. The price has dropped as low as 73 naira 70 kobo. So you as an investor, what do? It tells you that you can even still buy far below. So for me, if I'm placing an order today, I can place an order as low as 72 naira 30 kobo. So I can just wait. Okay, when 270 something thousand units of people are sold to, I want to buy below these 73 naira, which is not impossible. Because if you look at the pressure from when the market opened, the pressure continues to reduce. Look at the people's sentiments. They bought higher in early hours of the morning. Now look at it. From 79, people are about 73, 79, 73, 78, 79, 73. So at the moment, this is also 73. So that tells me that this once the pressure of this 73 gets sold to, I can just get to the 72 pressure. So all the 73 now, once they get sold to, it's not impossible that I don't get it below 73. But what if I feel like, okay, I want to get USCN no matter what? How many people do we have who want to buy at 73? Because 73 is the current market price. Now let's check by price. 13 people want to buy at 73. So what can I do? I can decide that, okay, let me place myself a little above 73. So I can do 73.05. So it means that once 32,757 people get sold to, I'm the next person to be sold to. So I have a high chance to get a 73 naira 5 kobo today. There's a very high chance. The same thing people had bought earlier today at 79 naira 85 kobo. Now, if you are using an app, you realize that you place your bid at 73. That's a lot of queue. You may get sold to truly, and you may not also get sold to nobody now sells below 73 naira. So it means that you place your order for that day and you will still not be able to buy. But for me, that I'm using a real-time trade, if for any reason I've placed my order at 73.05 for a long time and I say that I want to get that stock that day and nothing is happening, I'll just come back and check what is happening in the market. Once I see what is happening in the market and I feel like, okay, it's looking like I won't get sold to a 73 naira 5 kobo, I can just slightly increase my price. Okay, let me come above these 18,000 units. So I can just leave this person that is 73 naira 50 kobo and come to 73.55. That okay, I still want to be sold to. So this helps you to make your decision. You know that okay, if I'm not getting at this price, I should be able to get at this price. But the long and short of this story is that it helps you to place a bargain. So I'm just showing you how you can make your bargains, how the total bids and the total offer can affect the price you can get. So when you are buying or selling in the market, don't forget the law of demand and supply. The higher the demand, the higher the price. We have more sellers in the market now, then it forces the price of demand to come down. If you have more people that are bidding here, it forces also the price of this supply to go up. So when you have this, just like we had in Jais, let me come back to Jais. Jais. Let's see Jais. Jais will give me what I want now. Yeah. So we have 10 million. Can you see what we have in the market? 10 million now. We have more people that are coming now to sell. 470, 478. More people are coming to the market to sell. Initially, this was like 1 million. Now we have more people selling. So when there's still, if you look at this, there's still a buying pressure because people still want to buy. More people want to buy. These people are not willing to give up on their price. Can you see that the price is still, the person that wanted to sell at 4 naira 70 kobo has totally been sold. The person has sold totally. Now somebody is coming in here now to look for that same 4 naira 70 kobo and is no longer available. You remember the other time that I did a match buy of 4 naira 70 kobo. This is the 4 naira 70 kobo. You remember the other time I did the match buy? Now, nobody is willing to sell at that price. The reason is not far-fetched. The reason is because there is a lot of pressure from buyers. They want to buy. So these people are not willing to budge. They know that either you like it or not, you still come back to buy from us because there's a lot of pressure. Now, when the market is about to close and they see that they are not able to buy at this price, most of them will either come and match buy or increase the prices they want to buy. So let me know, did we get value for today's session? Let me know and we close. Thank you very much. You got value. So from here, I would like to call it a day. And you can go through this at your own leisure to understand how to make your bids and how to make an offer. All right. So have a beautiful day, everyone. Thank you very much.